and say, let me study Marcus Budeka, the owner of Facebook. Let me study Biget. Let me study those great men that have been in the business world. Then how do you want to grow? You don't add value to your life. No investment to your life. Nothing to your life. I have come to realize nothing will make me to work. You know, as much as I know, what am I doing PhD for? There are realms education will brush you. There are things you will achieve when education is involved. You don't read, you don't think. All your friends are people that think like you, talk like you. Nonsense stories. You can't ask yourself, who are my friends? And what impact have they made in my life? How did this man get to this point? Anyone that have achieved what you are looking for achieve should be your best friend. And friends is not only for mere mouth. You must get to a point. See, let me tell you, somebody allow you to eat with him, come to his house, does not mean he value you. The question is, in your people and custody of relationship, is there any value? My friend called me from Abuja, and he said, Broduche, I said, he said, you know you're a bad person. So I know, as long as you're the one that's saying it. He said, I've forgiven you. I said, I did what? Why are you forgiving me? I did what? He said, I've forgiven you. And I want to tell you, you know, our birthday is the same time in October, and that is next month. And you're coming to preach for me. I said, you know, we normally do it at the end of every last Friday. He said, I don't care. You will come Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday morning, you will come back with an available flight. The wife was very close. He said, I have been watching your programs on Facebook. Your English now, your dressing code. Now, have you become a professor? He said, even the kind of things you are bringing from Rome. He said, please, we want to hear those words. And I told one of my sons, so I'm not going to Abuja as Uchenna. I'm going as a mystery man. I'm going to tear mystery. They will know that the one that used to come is a different being. The question is how much? See, platform is not a place of announcement. Platform is an opportunity. When opportunity meets with preparation, result is inevitable. Wasting your time. That is why continue chewing this word. Pray, fast, get yourself ready. Only one day, somebody may give you an opportunity. You don't need 10 minutes. You don't need 30 minutes. Only a minute. You will just lift up your hand. Lift up your hands wherever you are. Immediately the residue of God will rest upon thee. You said there is somebody there. I mean on the second row. You have been having pie. Thus says the Lord. You are healed. Let the power flow. The thing will lift you 6 feet above the ground. Noise will come. There is another person here. I felt the noise. There is something like lump on your breast. The Lord said. Then you say, can I drop the mic? The whole congregation said, continue. Ika, woman of God. Because God have made you in the cave of Abdullah. You came to showcase. But when you have not prepared, you will climb there, you will be shouting, my father, my father, my father. Who is your father? You can't look into your family. You can't look at what the devil have done against you and say, no, it's our time, I need to stand up. Many of us, we talk so much and we produce little. We put little. I was reading about the revivalist, and I read about a brother, Brochibu. He finished from Ilorin. Immediately finished. He had first class in geology. Then he told his family that the Lord is calling me to become a missionary. And I'm going to Medugri. What do you mean? Why they were talking? Then he came to the pastor. The pastor, we are trying to talk him off. I know you have a calling. Why can't you open a branch? He said, Papa, whatever you are saying outside missionary is a noise. And you are distracting me. That was how the boy stopped coming to church. Packed his things and left to Medugri. When he went to Medugri, he stayed 2 years learning Hausa. Then he went into the camp of the Fulanis. And he was planting churches. Preaching Jesus and drinking cow milk with them, living their life because someone want to bring the government of Elohim into the camp of enemies. And you are here thinking that life is all about what to wear. 6 years later, Emmanuel graduated, the only son. Emmanuel graduated as a medical doctor. And he told his father, please, Ikechuku have been in Meduguri. I heard in the Lord saying I should go and join him. I have a mission calling. You are the only son. Okay, marry first. He said, that is not my calling. And the boy carried his bag, a medical doctor, and left Meduguri. Joined them. 2 of them were like, then Boko Haram sent them a letter and said if they didn't leave this state, they will kill them. That was how they ran to Kaduna. They did in Kaduna. Then that place was no longer comfortable. They came back to Meduguri. And where they were, then they finished praying that evening. Then Boko Haram came in their midst. Immediately, Ikechuku flew from the window. Immediately, Emmanuel, being the only son of the doctor, want to move from the window. They shot him. Boom! That was how they shot him. And why they shot him, then they started hearing gunshot, being military people, and they left. Then the military men, they came. And when they came, then they tried to see if they can sustain him. They were trying to use a canoe to pass one river or whatever. And the boy said, have many of you here, they are about service, said, have any of you give your life to Jesus? Someone that was dying. He said, please, don't allow this blood to be a waste. If you have not given your life to Jesus, you can do that now. Tomorrow may be too late. He said, please stop talking. When one said, I'm a medical doctor. He said, I have been before thee. While they were at the bank of the river, he said, I saw Jesus across the river and he was wearing white. He said, my Lord is calling me home. He said, my Lord is calling me home. He said, Abba, open their eyes, let them see. And the 7 out of the 11 saw Jesus. And immediately he breathed the last and said, unto him be the Lord. He said, I have fulfilled my cause. Immediately 11 of them knelt and there, 2 were Muslims, and all of them gave their life to Jesus. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with, what do you call life? How can you explain 40 years of bad day? How can you explain 50 years of bad day? You have lived 50 years and your life is not counting. You think it's all about having children. You'll be so disappointed when we appear in Zion. Stand on your feet. Stand on your feet. Stand on your feet. Ebubegi churibe. Nama bubegi churuwa. Anywhere ebubegi enwehatu. Ebubegi dingosi. Anywhere akosopurugi. Di onye nwe na Chineke m. Nna m ọlaka gị ka mbara igwe na-egosi. Ọ dịghị onye ga-eji tụnyere gị ma ọ bụ yiri gị n'ịmatụ Chineke nke igwe n'ala. Ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị. Imela Chimu imela igosiwo ọla ebube gị n'enyi ndị Kanyinye ya ekele niyo mezuo onye leme mana me ekele gi wo onye leme ma ebi mere ndufara mo mana me ekele gi wo mana mo ekele ndufara mo mana mo ekele. Somebody shout Jesus! Hey! Ana make legi. Ana motere ekele. Esidere ndukorobe. Ana motere ekele. Ana make legi. Ana motere ekele. Esidere ndukorobe. Ana motere ekele. Ana make legi. Ana motere ekele. Wana 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 motere ekele.